Amazon is testing or changing something really big in the upper carousel right now. A few days ago, I noticed some weird things were going on. In fact, if we go back a few weeks, I've noticed that Amazon's been doing something to the upper carousel. I keep track of where my videos are placed, and I look over things, and especially these last few days, I've noticed something kind of weird and suspicious. And today I noticed something big. Like I think this is really big, and honestly, this is probably the most excited / scared or nervous I've been for any change that Amazon has made for a long time. I actually need your help with this video because I kind of want to test a theory. I think Amazon is doing some A/B testing. I want you to do something with me right now. I want you to go to an Amazon page on your computer, find something that's really popular. I'm going to show you what I want you to test. And then in the comments below, I want you to say what your results are so we can know if Amazon's making a change for everyone or if this is just A/B testing for now, for them to figure out what's going on. So while you are looking for an Amazon product that has a lot of influencer videos, let me kind of tell you what the typical or standard upper carousel has been like ever since I've been in the program. What Amazon has been doing is they've been picking like 1 or 2 videos that I don't know if they perform the best or they get the most watch time or whatever, but there's usually 1 or 2 videos that seem to be your better or more high quality videos that stay in the top positions in the upper carousel, and then the bottom 3 videos are rotating out a little bit more. This is what is normal. Let me show you what's going on right now with the upper carousel. So I just typed in earbuds. These were the first things that came up. These are very popular earbuds. If we go to the upper carousel, I want to open the videos right here. So let's look at the influencer videos right here. So if we look at the first one, it's on the table, no text. If we go down to number 4, that has text, but all of these are kind of table views, close-ups. Let's close this window. I'm going to press F5, refresh. Let's do the same thing. So I'm going to open the videos. This is different. This is different. Maybe I've seen this one before. I think this is different. We've got kind of still hands on the first one. None of the others have hands. Well, let's try it again. So I'm going to close that, press F5, refresh, open this up again. Oh, these are totally different. Hey, there's mine. My video's on here. Yeah. So I got my video. We got a plaid shirt guy. We've got hands, something else. This will be the last time I do it, but let's refresh one more time. We're going to open it up. And yeah, I don't think I've seen any of these before. These are all different. Every time I refresh the page, it's different. So what's going on is every time you refresh, it's just cycling through videos. It's cycling through. It's not giving any seeming preference to any video. Just whatever's there, it's going to throw it up. I don't think this is a permanent change. I'll talk about that why in a little bit. But first, I want to go over kind of the timing of this because a lot of this seems very interesting. We are at this is mid-August. This is kind of the time where there's a lull in shopping before the holiday shopping. You got kind of the tail end of August, or really a lot of August and September, and then kind of at the end of October is when shopping ramps up again. So I really do think that Amazon is using this downtime where people aren't buying as much to test some things out. So reminder again, hopefully you did that test with me. If you haven't done it yet, go to an Amazon page, refresh, do what I did, write a comment below because I really want to know. I did it in an incognito window. Is this just my area? Are they doing A/B testing? Or is it normal for you where the same kind of products up on top stay there pretty consistently? Let me know in the comments below, please. Like I'm very interested, and hopefully I can convey why in this video. I think this is actually going to be a really positive change. Like this might be one of the best changes that Amazon will make for several years. And before I talk about what I think this means in the long run or the short run, I kind of want to speculate a bit on what I think Amazon is doing. Ever since I've been in the program for the longest time, the videos that I'll just say the top videos because they literally put them on top. The top videos usually stay in the same position for a long time. Now they do rotate out other videos, but it's not very often. It maybe every few days or something like that. And what this means is Amazon's getting really good data on the top videos that they never swap out. But these other videos that are only up for maybe a few days, they're not getting good data on that. So this might be an opportunity to say, hey, we're going to start over again. We're going to look and evaluate all of the videos and see if our algorithm has been correct all this time and we're correctly choosing the top videos that convert the best, or maybe we're wrong and maybe some of these other videos actually convert better. I think Amazon might be trying to find that out right now. Another thing Amazon might be doing is using this opportunity to comb through a lot of data and check out different video styles, see what video styles maybe work the best or don't work. But kind of going along with that, they might even be evaluating at an influencer level. They might be saying, hey, let's pick this one influencer. Let's look at all of their videos that they've put out. And let's evaluate if this influencer overall is producing videos that convert better than other influencers. I think this probably is not what they're doing, but it absolutely could be. And I could certainly see some reasons they might want to do this. And similar to this, they might actually be checking out shoppers' habits. So they might be going through looking at what certain people buy and seeing if certain types of videos resonate better or not with certain shoppers. Now, again, this is kind of a stretch. I don't think they're doing that, but it's certainly something they could be looking into. Ultimately, what I think they are doing right now is one of two major things. I think they have plenty of data with their current algorithm and how they place things. I think they're testing out different algorithms or testing out different placement methods, or more likely a combination of the two. I don't think this is something that's going to last very long, maybe a month or two at most. But let me tell you what I think this means in the short term. I think as they are testing, and you may have noticed this already, you might be getting a lot more clicks. I pay pretty close attention to my clicks and my purchases and my sales. And I've got to say, this past week has been kind of a roller coaster. There have been some days where I've earned a lot less than expected, some days where I've earned more, maybe a little bit more than expected. Clicks are kind of going weird as well. This is something you should probably start paying attention to because it might be that a lot more of your videos are in the upper carousel. So in the short term, if you're someone where most of your videos are in the upper carousel and placed really well and really high, you might be losing a lot of money right now because all of these other videos are taking your spot. Your video is not going to be on the upper carousel nearly as much as it was. If you're someone who has videos that aren't on the upper carousel very much, then you might be seeing an increase in clicks and an increase in sales because your videos are being placed on the upper carousel more than they were before. So in the short term, those who have been doing really well, this might be a pretty bad thing, pretty negative. And for people who have been struggling, this might be a bump that is helping you out. So it's kind of interesting in the short term. And again, I don't think this will last. What I think is more likely and what I think is going to happen in the long term is I think Amazon is going to figure something out. They're going to make a change. Maybe it's a slight change, maybe it's a pretty major change, but I think they're going to make a change in how the upper carousel works. Here is why I think this matters and why this is a really big deal. If you've been paying attention to where your videos are placed in the upper carousel and have a pretty good idea of where a lot of your videos rank, when Amazon's done testing and they implement their new ranking system, you'll be able to look at the same videos that were performing well before and see if they're still performing well after the changes. This is great. This is like the first time I can think of where Amazon's making a change that gives some sort of indication of what they're actually looking for. If you think back to a few weeks ago before they started making these changes, and let's say you've made 10 videos and all 10 videos are on the upper carousel because maybe you were the first person to do a video, maybe you got lucky, maybe the quality is just better. And then in the future, Amazon changes the ranking system, the algorithm. And after those changes are made and your videos are still all in the upper carousel, this would indicate to you that your videos are what Amazon is looking for, and your style of video is the style of video that converts and makes Amazon the most money. If, however, after the changes are made, all of your videos are no longer in the upper carousel, it might be an indication that you kind of lucked out with timing or something else, and your videos aren't necessarily what Amazon is looking for. On the flip side of that, you might be making awesome videos, but because there's so much competition and your video doesn't get a chance to place on the upper carousel, maybe you made 10 videos, none of them are on the upper carousel. Amazon makes the changes, then all of a sudden your videos are on the upper carousel. That will be a good indication that your videos are in fact what Amazon is looking for. Of course, this is all speculation. No one knows what Amazon is doing. Most of the time, I don't think Amazon knows what they're doing. But I will say I'm pretty optimistic at this point. It's a weird change. I don't like what's going on right now. I'm making less money than I was before. All of my products that were doing really well and earning me a lot of money, they're not earning me money anymore. So hopefully Amazon can figure things out. And hopefully after they make changes, if they make changes, I can find out if my videos are actually good or not. And that's why I'm excited for things. I think this will be a big opportunity to actually get some feedback on what videos Amazon is looking for and what videos Amazon doesn't care about. I usually don't ask for comments or anything like that, but I'm really interested in your thoughts. If you think anything I say is making sense, if you've done the test refreshing the page, please let me know your results. I'm super interested to see what is going to happen because I really think this is going to impact how we do things going forward.